Why am I not competing this indoor season? And why have you guys not seen me running? And why have you guys not seen me practicing? And you know, there's a lot of questions. I finally have some answers, so y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl, The Real Kiara, and I'm here with another video for you guys. Today we will be doing an injury update. Because what's going on with me? And why am I not competing this indoor season? And why have you guys not seen me running? And why have you guys not seen me practicing? And you know, there's a lot of questions. I finally have some answers, so yeah, sit in the hot tub with me. Sit in the hot tub with me while we go over my injury. Let's just start from the top. It all started back in November. The first week of November, I started feeling some pain, an ouchie, and I realized I was limping. I wasn't running properly. I wasn't walking properly. I couldn't do my drills properly, and so we didn't really know what was going on, but we're like, okay, let's take a break. Let's stop for a second. Didn't know what it was. We thought maybe it's my shoes, maybe it's like, we didn't know what it was. So yeah, I was just doing warm-up. I wasn't running anymore. I was just doing bike warm-ups, like pedaling on the bike, the stationary bike for 10 minutes, and then I would do the warm-up, like the warm-up drills, and then I would have I would go on the Ultra G, which is, Google it, because I genuinely cannot explain to you what it is properly. Went on the Ultra G, went on oh, and then I had some circuits. So I was just doing a modified workout pretty much, and I did that for like a month. Pain was not getting better, so we booked an appointment with the doctor. They were like, you have tendinitis. Tendinitis is inflammation of your tendon, and this is all on my right foot. I don't know why I had to show you my foot, but it was all on my right foot. It was like in my ankle area. We thought it was tendinitis in my Achilles. It ended up not being my Achilles. I still don't know what the tendon is called, but they were like, we're gonna give you an injection. It was a PRP injection, which is a plasma something injection. Basically, they took my blood, spun it, did some other stuff to it, and then injected it into the area that was causing me pain. And then they put me in a boot. I was in a boot for 2 weeks. I went home for Christmas break wearing a boot. I got to take it off on the 23rd of December, so I wasn't in a boot for Christmas, but I was in a boot. I could still walk and everything. It was just because I wanted my ankle to stay at a 90-degree angle while it healed. Took off the boot, stayed off my foot still. I was still getting treatments, and I was getting treatments throughout all of this whole process. I was still getting treatments. Then I came back to Arizona, started doing the warm-ups on the track. I was also doing rehab while I was in the boot. Like, I had some little strengthening drills to do and whatnot. Then I came back to Arizona, started doing the warm-ups with the team. I was running, doing a mile, doing my drills, and then I would have some dribbles to do. But I was realizing, like, it still kind of hurts, and I thought it wasn't supposed to hurt anymore. I thought it was all healed up, and it was still hurting, and it kept hurting, and it kept hurting, and it kept hurting. And then I started limping again. I'm like, no, something is not right. Originally they told me, like, maybe you're just sore, maybe you're just not used to wearing the boot anymore, like, it's okay, it's gonna hurt, just push through it, like, there's nothing else we can do, it's just gonna hurt for a little bit. And I was like, okay. I was still skeptical, because I'm like, I've been doing track for 8 years. I know what it feels like to be sore. I've been sore since the first week of practice. I know what sore feels like, and this is not sore. So I was a little skeptical, but I just did what they told me. I was like, you guys are the doctors and the coaches, you guys know best. I'm just gonna do what I'm told. But it got to the point where I was still limping. I was still, like, it was bad. So yeah, I went to the doctor. He scheduled an MRI. I did the MRI that day. Got the results that day, because ASU athletes they get priority when it comes to stuff like that. Sorry, I keep thinking, I have a habit of, like, checking my surroundings, sorry. But got the results that day. It said I had a stress fracture. Now, before this, prior to the MRI, I've been hearing the word stress fracture here and there. I knew some of the cross-country athletes on the team had gotten stress fractures the year before. Then when I was in the airport, this lady who saw me in my boot, she was like, oh yeah, like I used to run marathons, like you should get an MRI to make sure it's not a stress fracture. And I didn't really think much of what she said, but I was like, you know what, let me ask my athletic trainer. And I asked my athletic trainer, I was like, hey, could this be a stress fracture? And she was like, I don't want to say I never want to say never, but I would be very surprised. It's very unlikely. But the results did come back that I had a stress fracture, so they were like, we're shutting you down. And I was honestly so happy to receive that message. And it's weird because a lot of the times people would think that's a bad thing, like you're not doing anything, which is what they thought about with the boot too. Like when I was in a boot, everyone was like, oh my gosh, that sucks, that's so bad. And I'm like, no, it doesn't suck, because now I have answers, now I'm healing. Like we're on the road to recovery instead of me just not doing anything. So that's exactly how I felt with the stress fracture, because I felt validated. In that moment, I felt validated. I was like, okay, so my pain is real. Like there really is still something wrong with me, because I was starting to think maybe I was crazy. Maybe I'm like I don't know what I thought, but I was so confused because I'm like, it's not supposed to hurt, but it does hurt. And I couldn't really explain it, but it hurt. And so when I got the results, I was really happy. I felt really validated. I was happy that I wasn't gonna be doing anything on it, because I knew that doing the warm-up and like all the stuff that I was doing was making it worse. Like I knew that. So I was off of it for 2 weeks. And then I went to the doctor again. It was starting to feel a little bit better, so he put me on the bike. So I'm doing assault bike workouts and pool workouts now. So yeah, that's where we are. I'm gonna do that for another 2 to 4 weeks. It kind of just depends on how I feel and if I'm getting better, which I do feel like I'm getting better. I am hoping to run outdoor season because I really want to run. I really want to run, but I'm putting the work in. I'm doing the extra stuff that I need to do to make sure that I come back stronger than before. That's the goal. That's the goal, is to come back stronger than before. I'm not super worried because this is my second injury, and the first time I was injured, I came back stronger, better. I had a great track season by the end of it. My indoor was a little iffy, or actually, like the beginning of outdoor season was a little bit rough, or a little bit rocky, but by the end of outdoor season, I was an OFSA champion, and I was in Peru competing for my national team. So I'm very hopeful. I've been getting a lot of like signs, I would say signs from God, like this is gonna be okay. Everywhere I go, I'm being told about James 1, James chapter 1, James chapter 1, James chapter 1. And so I'm very confident that I will come back from this and I will be fine and I will do a lot better. Trials make you stronger. Trials make you stronger. It says it in James chapter 1. Trials make you stronger. And so I'm just gonna come back. Look at my muscles. You see my muscles right now? I've gained 10 pounds of muscles. 10 pounds of muscle since I've been here. Freshman 15 is scared of me because this is all muscle. But yeah, that's my little injury update. Keep me in your prayers. Let's hope I run outdoor. Outdoor season starts at the end of March. March 21st is our first meet. They don't anticipate that I'll be running the first meet outdoor, but I should be fine for the second meet. Let's hope. Let's see. I also don't want to rush back from the injury and come back too early to the point that I get hurt again. So it's kind of like a waiting game just to see how I feel, see what happens. But yeah, that's kind of it. If you guys have any more questions, leave them in the comments down below. My DMs are open. If you don't follow me already, follow me on Instagram at Kiara__web. Very easy, very simple. And yeah, that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to stay tuned for my next video. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, that's it. That's all. This is Toodles.